Kakashi Hatake is known throughout the shinobi world by many names. Copy Ninja, Kakashi of the Sharingan, the Six Hokage, and for the purposes of this video, legendary Husbando of the Hidden Leaf.
This highly revered shinobi is an indisputable fan favorite within both Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. He started the pro-mask revolution and has stolen the hearts of anime fans across the globe. But how does this masked man accumulate so much love and affection?
In today's video, we are going to analyze Kakashi's looks, backstory, personality, and more to come up with 10 reasons to explain
Why we love Kakashi.
Behind this mask is another mask.
Kakashi's mask is one of the most iconic things about his character. Obviously, it makes him look cool, but most of the intrigue comes from the mystery behind the mask. Is he covering up a blemish? Is he hiding his nosebleeds while reading Makeout Paradise? Or is his face just too attractive for us to handle?
Luckily, Naruto fans were finally given the answer at the end of the series, and well, let's check it out. Wait a second, this isn't right.
No. This is fine.
Okay, so here's the real clip.
Changing your voice like that really strains the throat.
At the time, this trending and long-awaited reveal was definitely fun, a little steamy, and possibly underwhelming for some after realizing that Kakashi concealed his face because of a small beauty mark. But overall, we think that the air of mystery associated with the mask, as well as the humor and badass look, is more than enough for us to include it on our list.
As long as you don't give up, there will always be salvation.
Like many within the Naruto universe, Kakashi has experienced a lot of hardship. He lost his father to suicide, his teammate Obito to a rock, his other teammate Rin to his own lightning blade, and his sensei Minato to a demon fox. And this all happened before Naruto's story even began. Beyond this, he lost his student to revenge, he even died once, and to top it off, his teammate Obito started the Fourth Shinobi World War.
Wait, wasn't he supposed to be dead?
Hashirama cells.
Okay, that makes sense.
Due to these events, Kakashi dealt with depression, anger, and PTSD, and struggled to make connections with the people around him. However, despite these struggles, Kakashi never turned against the people around him, the village, or the shinobi world.
We're looking at you, Obito.
And our next point on this list is what we think fueled Kakashi's resiliency and guided his moral compass.
Is it Hashirama cells?
Not this time.
If comrades you trust gather around you, hope can take physical form and become visible.
When it comes to the power of friendship in anime, we know things can get a little cliche at times, but in terms of Kakashi's story, he makes the power of friendship meaningful and authentic. For example, after his father died, Kakashi decided to live his life as a shinobi who valued rules above all else, and he distanced himself from others because of these forced ideals.
However, it was the power of friendship that set him straight when Obito stepped in, calling his father a hero and explaining that
those who would abandon even one of their friends are worse than scum.
These words broke Kakashi down and set the foundation for his growth. And although his growth was stunted after Rin's death, Kakashi still had people like Might Guy to fill the hole in his heart. Even after Kakashi's tragic reunion with Obito during the Fourth Shinobi World War, Kakashi's faith in the current Obito,
aka Naruto,
kept him from losing hope.
All in all, the power of friendship never gave Kakashi any OP buffs or power boosts. Okay, almost never. Instead, it allowed Kakashi to conquer his personal demons and live a life worth living, which we believe is far more powerful.
You passed the tuning exams on your first try! Kakashi, you're amazing!
And you know what? Kakashi doesn't need the power of friendship to give him additional powers, because he was already OP from the start. Even before Kakashi was gifted with the Sharingan, he was gifted with talent, and that talent made Kakashi quite the prodigy growing up.
Let's check the list. He graduated the academy in 1 year to become a genin at the age of 5. He became chunin at the age of 6, and he became jonin at age 12, according to the wiki at least. I don't know if anyone can clarify in the comments, but there are a lot of different opinions on when Kakashi became a jonin. Now that I think about it, the ages are all kind of messed up in Naruto. Like, why was Kakashi placed on a team with Obito and Rin if he fast-tracked his graduation? Is Kakashi 4 years younger than his teammates? Did 12-year-old Rin have a crush on 8-year-old Kakashi?
As we know, Kakashi continued to make a name for himself throughout the shinobi world, being recognized by the likes of almost every opponent he comes up against. Generally, people respect strong and talented individuals, but what makes us really admire Kakashi is that his accomplishments weren't achieved effortlessly. As they say, hard work beats talent until talent works hard, and it's that sentiment that makes us respect Kakashi's accomplishments so much more.
Due to Kakashi's abilities and skill, it's no surprise that he would find himself in some of the most entertaining fights in the series.
Like many, Kakashi vs Obito is one of our personal favorites. This fight gave us some amazing taijutsu, fight choreography, and held a lot of emotional weight. Plus, it's quite refreshing to see a fight that went back to the roots of shinobi combat amongst the explosiveness of the war arc.
And people don't talk about this fight too much, at least in our own opinion, but the Kakashi vs Heian and Kakuzu fight was pretty amazing too. The choreography in this fight was super clean, and I think it showed us just how powerful Kakashi really was. I mean, he was essentially fighting two Akatsuki on his own, with some guidance and support from Shikamaru. Choji and Ino were also there, but yeah.
Overall, whether it's his many fights versus the Akatsuki, or even his interactions with Itachi and Orochimaru in the original Naruto, it's evident that Kakashi won't back down from a fight. And that mentality has given us some of the most iconic fights in the series.
For a character as powerful and cool as Kakashi, he seems pretty down to earth, and I think that's partly due to the gags and humor associated with his character.
As we know, Kakashi has been through so much hardship, so it's pretty heartwarming to see that he's still able to joke around with his friends and enjoy the little things in life.
Whether it's his first introduction, mask antics, his relationship with Guy, or his obsession with Makeout Paradise, Kakashi can really brighten up our day, and that's a great quality for any anime husbando to have.
Oh, you make me so mad, Kakashi! Why do you always have to act so cool?
Growing up watching Naruto, I was always a little envious about how calm, cool, and collected Kakashi was. And despite the fact that anime husbandos set some unrealistic standards, I think we could all do well to embody some KHE, aka Kakashi Hatake energy in our lives. So here are 7 tips to help boost your KHE.
Look and act like you don't care, but secretly care deeply because it's important to love life and the people around you.
Be fashionably late, and when someone asks you to explain yourself, respond with,
Sorry I'm late. Afraid I got lost on the path of life.
which also leads us into tip number 3.
Don't take things too serious and try to have a sense of humor when appropriate.
Put your loved ones first, even if you have to break the rules. And if someone thinks you're scum because of that, well, who cares? They're worse than scum.
Wear a mask to look cool and avoid deadly viruses, because deadly viruses are not cool.
Be a dog lover, because everyone loves dogs, except maybe Zabuza.
Work hard to stay on top, but always remain humble.
And finally, pick up new hobbies that will help you grow, like reading. Honestly, this was supposed to be a joke segment, but it's actually decent advice, so thanks Kakashi. You're one cool son of a... Kakashi's Sharingan is one of his most iconic features, and for good reason.
On a superficial level, the Sharingan simply looks cool and adds a lot to Kakashi's repertoire of abilities. For example, Kakashi acquired his title Copy Ninja by using the Sharingan to copy 1,000 jutsu, and despite only using about 5 of those jutsu, the thought alone made Kakashi worthy of his title. And I do honestly regret that the Sharingan's more foundational powers got outshined by the mangekyo later in the series, but Kakashi's ability to warp objects into another plane of existence is pretty cool nonetheless.
On a deeper level, one could argue that Kakashi's Sharingan represents the burdens of his past. As said by Nuxtaku in his video on Kakashi, the Sharingan acts as a metaphor for the loss of both Obito and Rin. To clarify, Kakashi was gifted the Sharingan after Obito sacrificed his life for him, and his Mangekyo was activated after killing Rin. Because of this, the Sharingan would always represent and symbolize the loss of his dearest friends and the regret of his actions and inactions. Quite fittingly, he was able to make peace with those losses and with his inner demons after losing the Sharingan in the war arc.
We're not sure if this metaphor or symbolism was intentional, but we'd like to think it was. Either way, Kakashi Sharingan represents a large part of who he is, and that's why it's on this list.
And before we move on to number 9, we just wanted to acknowledge that Kakashi's true visual prowess is the fact that his right eye can convey every emotion single-handedly. Now that's a powerful eye.
Do you really think I can do this?
You'll manage somehow, I'm sure. I did, after all.
I'll do my best.
Based on our research, some people might disagree with this, and that's totally okay, but we do think that Kakashi has the qualities of a great leader. I mean, having Minato as a sensei, who had Jiraiya as a sensei, who had Hiruzen as a sensei, who had Tobirama as a sensei, is inevitably going to result in the transfer of some valuable leadership skills due to the constant exposure to such capable shinobi. In terms of Kakashi's leadership qualities, this list has already covered most of them, so we'll keep it brief. To summarize, it's Kakashi's combative ability, resiliency, wisdom, tutelage, initiative, and faith in people that make him a great leader.
Whether it's lecturing Team 7, supporting Team 10 on their mission to avenge Asuma, commanding a division of the army in the Fourth Shinobi World War, or becoming Hokage, Kakashi has truly demonstrated his role as a capable leader.
Huh?
When conducting a husbando analysis, it's only natural to fawn over the sheer beauty of these characters. So let's sit back and appreciate Kakashi at his finest.
Warning, the following images contain top quality husbando material. Extreme lust and or self-consciousness may result. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty self-conscious right now.
Yep.
Well, that brings us to the end of our list. Let us know if you agree with our top picks, and please tell us why you love Kakashi in the comments below.
Don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Husbando content in the near future.
And if you like this video, check out our other Husbando analysis, and feel free to tell us who we should talk about next.
Finally, we just wanted to throw out a big thanks to our current subscribers and the new ones to come. We really appreciate the support.
As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.